So this game, the British start with 2 cavalry regiments, 2 infantry and 2 artillery, and they're going to come on throughout the game. The French started fully deployed on the table, however 2 of their regiments were fixed until turn 7. So the British are going to start off with 3 regiments on the table, and then each turn after that they're going to roll for reinforcements.
Yep. 4. Nice. Artillery versus artillery. Take 2, 3, and 4. So turn 1, British forces came on, artillery duelled, and that's about it. Yeah,
Okay.
Artillery. 4. So that's going to be a 2. And then you've got your long range one, so roll a regular and see if you can get a 1, 2, or 3. 3, cool. And then roll again. 2, so 1, so that's 3 points total. Okay, artillery on artillery. 4 and 4. Turn 2 saw the French pulling back from the ford and British pushing forwards. Artillery fired on each other, and that was it. So artillery versus artillery. Your first dice.
2.
2, so that's 1. And then if you roll this one, and on a 1, 2, or 3, he can target them.
1.
Yep, cool. And then
4.
So it's 3 points of damage. And British shooting artillery versus that artillery piece. 2, that's 1 point of damage. And 4, that's 2, so 3 points of damage. So turn 4 at the end, a little bit of movement. That artillery piece is just broken, and that's about it. So artillery firing 1 onto infantry, 1 onto artillery. So versus infantry, that's 4, and versus artillery, that's 2.
I'll be firing at your
Artillery again?
smaller gun.
Sure. So you roll that one, 1, 2, or 3 needed.
Yep.
And then black dice.
2.
So 1 point of damage. So artillery fire on the artillery piece. 3. That's 1 point of damage. And then artillery onto the infantry as well. That's 4. So on turn 6, had a little bit of movement of cavalry. All reinforcements have come on. Artillery piece rallied in the centre, and these 2 units took a little bit of a pounding, but nothing too major. Cool. And it's long range, artillery 2, so that's okay. At the end of turn 7, British infantry are moving towards the objectives. The artillery have moved up, and one of them will be staying in place to hold the ford. Everyone else has to make it down towards this ford here, this bridge. And to win the game, the British need to hold both of them by the end without any French within 15. To get a draw, it's 1 held each, so it's going to be tricky. He just had his 2 regiments, which were held in reserve, be released as well. The artillery did a bit of firing on each other, but not too much damage caused, and the cavalry are making a flanking manoeuvre round. Okay, there we go. 1. 1 artillery piece versus artillery piece. That's 4. And second artillery piece versus infantry. that's 4. So on turn 8, British moved forwards a bit more, cavalry swung around the back, and a few artillery shots, but still not a huge amount happened. Artillery on artillery, yep.
3.
So at turn 9, the French have fully fortified the hedgerows and walls. Cavalry have swung round, try and get into a position just to corral them. Scottish infantry are advancing. Artillery, both of mine did fire into his positions, but one of mine did break from return fire, and this infantry unit has just advanced a little bit closer to the river, the bridge.
4.
5, 6.
At this point he moved his artillery piece into canister range and gave my infantry a blast, which wasn't very nice.
Okay, artillery versus artillery. Does 1 point of damage.
2.
2. Okay, turn 13 saw infantry skirmishers firing at each other. Cavalry getting themselves into position over here. These infantry broke. That artillery piece is still broken, but the infantry in the centre rallied. So it's still a very close game. Okay, turn 14 saw the Scots Forays charge square and get repulsed, and then they routed. The Lancers jumped the hedge and rode down the Voltigeurs and the artillery piece. The Scots and line infantry, after several turns of volleying backwards and forwards, the line infantry did break. The British line has rallied, and that is the picture.
So it was really in turn 15 that the game's conclusion was found. It had been neck and neck the whole time, but in the final turn the French forces just got overrun. However, because there was a regiment of French troops in square at the bridge, it ended in a draw. So a very hard fought battle, but lots of fun. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, leave some comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys.